Welcome to part 1 of the Easter Bunny Workshop series. This is the Easter Bunny bundle. If you don't already have your Easter Bunny bundle, I highly recommend getting it soon because there is another kind of punch called the Shamrock Punch that's already sold out in the US market in this catalog. So I'm just saying, get your Easter Bunny bundle, and hopefully you get it from me if you're in the US. Here is the Easter Bunny bundle in the catalog. It's only $34 because you save 10% when you purchase the stamp set, the photopolymer stamp set, and the punch together. This punch punches out this bunny. We're actually going to not punch out that bunny today. We're actually going to punch out just part of the bunny for the sticky note holder. Okay, so today's projects are, and I say projects meaning this is going to be like a partial project. I'm going to show you how to color it, die cut it. I've already cut some of the pieces though, just to save time, because it's a late night crafting session. Because I want to concentrate on this because you guys have been waiting for this. We just did sticky note holders last time, the large sticky note holders, and this time I'm going to do the small sticky note holders. They're super cute. I see some of you coming in already from Australia. Awesome. Okay, and then so we're going to just kind of put that card together as far as the blending and the ink goes, but not all the whole thing. I'm not going to make the card base with you because I've already made an extra card base. Well, I thought I did. Who knows what happened to it at this point? All right, but we're going to do a little die cutting and stuff like that. So that's the Easter Bunny bundle. Let me just show you where to order this and show you about the paper. And then if you stick around to the end, I have something special to show you that's going to be in the kit. If you're in the US, this kit's going to be epic. My mom made something. I'm going to show you what she made to put in this month's kit. If you haven't signed up for this month's kit, that's in addition to buying, you would buy this from Stampin' Up. This is a product, right? My kits are the supplies to use for my workshop series. So it's a US only thing. I can't sell supplies to other countries. So to go along with this workshop, I have some things I'll show you that go in the kit. I'm not finished making the kit yet. It's a full-time job when I get into it. I will be taking some videos of what they look like, but I'll give you a sneak peek. So for today's project, we're going to use this Dandy Designs paper. And we're going to even use a little bit of this because my team member today said, hey, this makes grass. And I was like, oh, how cool. So this is Thanks a Bunch. It's one of the Celebration free stamp sets. If you turn the carrot sideways, it makes some grass. Now, there is a piece of grass in here, and I thought it just looked cute having this grass and this grass together. So you see, I just used both together. And then we're going to do some masking. That's a technique. You all have masking paper in your kit. Like I said, my kits are pretty epic. If you haven't had one, they're not like anybody else's kits. If you're like, oh, I've had a kit before. No, you haven't had my kit before. Trust me, they're way different. I put so much stuff into them, so much love. My mom helps me make them. It takes days and days and days to put together. In fact, months. She's been working on it for months. So it's almost like we're giving it away. So this is Celebration. So you saw that? That was the carrot one. You get it for free when you spend $50. They just added 9 more products, by the way. In addition to all these cool things you can get for free, they just added 9 more products yesterday for the $50 level and 1 more product at the $100 level. Let me show you. This is what we're going to use. We're using this paper here. You're all going to get 12 6x6 sheets of it in your kit. So let's just start getting cut. Let's get cutting. Let's get cutting and do the sticky note holders. I've modified my original design that's from my website, because the sticky note holders, like a Post-it note, is a little bit thicker than these ones I got at the Dollar Tree. So I'm kind of working on these. This is the size I'm putting in my kit. You get actually some little treats, and you're going to get one of these little packs so you can do this project. You get a little piece of Velcro and things in your kit. So because I'm using this little, it's not as thick as a Post-it note. You can just modify what I'm doing for the Post-it note holders if you want to sell them for craft fairs or something. Just kind of modify my design. So I'm using the exact design that fits this exact pack. So I just came up with these measurements. I used to do this years ago, and then I kind of forgot about this craft, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. All right, let's take a look at this one. We did this one in Fresh Freesia. So let's try to do the same thing, but with this kind of color scheme. See, or a different color scheme. Maybe. That could be maybe one side, and that could be the other. Let's try something like that. We'll just do it in blue, and we'll see how that comes out. All right, so you need to take your width, and you're going to make it, let's see, 4 3/4. Okay, it's 4 3/4. I'll write it down on the mat underneath there. Okay, let's take that off there, and we're going to make it now 2 inches wide. Now you could score from your paper trimmer. If you have a paper trimmer that scores. Okay, that's not big enough, so we'll just do one of those. Here, let's go ahead and do another one while we're at it. Let's go ahead and do another one, 4 3/4. Then we'll have like a chance to show you the score lines twice. By 2. Just use up your scraps. This is a great way to use up your scraps. And of course, when you're all done using up your scraps, just punch a bunch of bunnies out. All right, so far so good. It's 2 inches wide. Now, this isn't the same as a sticky note holder like we made last week. Inside, we just finished up the Seaside Bay Workshop series. This is something else. This is, let me tilt this a little bit. This is just wrapping this little one, kind of like a little gifty you give someone something useful. All right, do we need anything else? I have all the other pieces cut. I'm just kind of looking through. That's going to be a punch. That's going to be a die. All right, doesn't look like I need this trimmer anymore, but we do need the Simply Scored. That's to score the lines. So what I was saying is your trimmer, which is a great thing to get in your starter kit, is something that has a scoring tool on it. But I prefer doing all my scoring with what's called the Simply Scored. That's just my preference. So what we're doing is we're scoring so that it wraps around the sticky note holder. Okay, so we're going to do 1 1/2. Okay. And then we're going to do 1 7/8. This is divided up into 8. So right above the 2 is the 7/8. Right? Because the 2 isn't actually the 2 inches. The 2 inches is the longer line. So that's 1 7/8. Right? 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3, 3 3/8. And then 3 3/4. All right. We're going to try it before I do the second one, right? We're going to try it, meaning we're going to turn it around and, use your little bone folder or spatula. Okay, I probably should have, let's see, I scored down. I'll probably make the bunny out of this part. I think I'll make that around the bottom part because I've already scored downwards. All right, so you're just going to fold, burnish the edges. You want to do the bunny with an opposite color. Maybe we'll even do more contrast. The bunny that fits on top. Some things are amazingly simple and amazingly cute, right? And it looks really cute when you put a little pearl there, or a little magnet or something. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay, that's lemon squeezy. Good, good. Let's get the adhesive. You want to use rolling adhesive like Seal Plus. That's my preferred one. Or tear and tape, we can just use, I'm just trying to use whatever I can grab at. You should see how much stuff I'm stepping on right now. It's like, this is only a little area, but I can't wait to have my, she said, so we have a bigger area to work in. But so we'll just use a couple little pieces of tear and tape. This is the portable, love this tape. This is just so easy to use when you're sitting around doing crafts on the road, on the go. All right, I just want to make sure it gets in there right. Okay, so that's it. Now you're going to put that like that. Little piece of Velcro. Don't want to step on the Designer Series paper laying all over my floor. Find a little piece of Velcro. So you can get these you can get Velcro at the Dollar Tree. So this is what it looks like when you get the Velcro at the Dollar Tree, like a pack like this. But so these are ones I'm ready. These are going to be for my kit. You're each going to get like a circle, which will allow you to do two pieces. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of pair those up right now. Actually, what I need to do is cut it in half, right? So because we don't need to use a whole one for the mini ones, right? All right, so let's put that. I'm going to put the fuzzy side up there this time. I'm going to put the flat side, the non-fuzzy side on top of it, right? Like that. And then I'm just going to fold it down and press. And it's like I said, if you're not going to put a bunny on it, okay, good. That's how it stays closed. If you're not going to put the bunny on it, then you're going to put like a little magnet, or you put like a little pearl there. But we're going to put a bunny. So let's finish off this guy. So let's say that this is our little paper, and we're going to get our little bunny punch. that you all need to go get. I can't stress it enough. If you want this and you're on the fence, this is the time to get it. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, let's see. We want to look at the other one and see how much bunny I put under there. Did I get some of its tail? A little bit, yeah. Got a little bit of its tail. Just like to replicate what I did before. So I went up to about there. You see how I did that? I got a little bit of its tail. And you're just going to put that on there like so with some glue. Don't put glue on the very tail because the tail might stick out a little. So kind of put it, yeah, the tail might stick out, the head might stick out. So just put glue on the bottom part. Awesome. And, you know, you could put a little Google eye if you want. That might be cute. And then we want to put the little high on the bottom. We need to do a little die cutting. Okay, so let's do some writing down some measurements, and we'll do some die cutting and some inking up and that kind of stuff. How do you like that? We got the first craft done. And like I said, these will be included. You'll get one of those in your kit. You'll get some snacks in your kit to do from our crafts. You're going to get a little treat box that we're going to be putting some bunnies on the outside of the box. So you'll have lots of stuff for your Easter baskets at the end of this workshop. So let's write down what we've done so far before we get ahead of ourselves. Nope, I'm not allowed to write with the Stampin' blends anymore. That's what my team member sent me a pen even. I'm just going to use this other pen. All right. Mini sticky notes. All right. So we have 4 3/4. All right, 4 3/4 times 2. Okay, I like to always draw your visual because you're going to kind of lay it this way, right? And you need to score. 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 All right, so this is going to be scoring at 1 1/2. And this is all in inches. You know, I am in the U.S., so I do everything in inches. You guys can go and convert that to metric as needed. All right, 3 3/8. Shouldn't be hard there. And 3 3/4. All right, so now that we know that it works, quickly do that again. Now that you got the measurements written down, or as you're writing them down, I just like to quickly do that again, just for reinforcement of teaching purposes. Oop, was that the piece? Yep, I hope that was the piece, 2 inches. So we're going to say, just going to go ahead and look at that. 1 1/2, 1 7/8. Okay, look at this. Look at this, to do a little bit different angle. 1 1/2, right? I should use the small side. So 1 1/2, 1 2, 1 7/8. 3 3/8. 1 2 3/8. Boom. 3 3/4. See? That's what it looks like. You got the short side down that end and the long side down that end. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's do it. Let's get your little fold. So some of my customers, and well, some of my viewers, my subscribers from YouTube, they watch this on a TV. And so sometimes they take like a screenshot or a picture of their TV. Or some of you like watching it on a mobile device, just take a little screenshot. And I am working on a recipe book. It's just that so many things. No good excuses, but I do have so many things. I think this little green one might look cute in there. You know, but I don't need to put that together right this second. We might put it together in a little bit as I'm doing other stuff. All right, so let's do our die cutting. We need to use, my dies are all mixed up in here, so we're just going to grab the ones we need. So we have, all right, we need that little oval. This is a retired die, but you're going to get whatever pieces I use in this workshop, you're going to get. I believe this is the one I used for the card, but we'll see. Let's look at the bunny and see if it fits in there. Nope, that wasn't it. We'll have to find the one I used for this. So I'm using, it's called, this one I think is from the He's All That dies. This is where I think I got them from. As you can see, I'm putting them all in my magnetic bowl and they're all over the place because I cut them for workshops. So let's think about this. Someone might want to check on this for me because this is what I have left in this pack. I'm thinking this came out of here. If anybody knows for sure if this is from the He's All That dies, these are retired dies. I got them recently because they were on clearance and I said, I got to get these because of these shapes. I don't have the stamp set to go with it, but sometimes I get things just for the shapes. All right, now this one, the one I'm about to find, I'm looking for is, I got it out of the Stylish Shape Dies, and that's the big round circle. There it is. Sometimes you have to walk around to the other side of your table like to see something that's sitting right in front of you. So that's what I need, is this big one. So that's what we're going to do. So it looks really good. Like this one, see? Stylish Shape Dies. And he's all that. Okay, let's see if anybody's writing about it. How is the she shed going? I do separate updates on my she shed, and it's making progress. I mean, now we're up to the sheetrock. But I mean, it's taken longer because my husband worked his entire break, and my brother too. They worked all over Christmas. They worked for weeks tirelessly, but then they had to go back to, do other things. My husband had to go back to work. So now we're not working as much on it. All right, so the sandwiches for your die cutting. Base plate number 1, that's your adapter. That's your base plate. This is your thin die adapter. I'm sorry, this is not an adapter. This is a base plate. Number 2 is whenever you have a thin die, you need a thin die adapter. That's plate number 2. Then you need one of the plate number 3s. Use the scratch one on the bottom. Then you need the sandwiches. Then you put the paper there, and then the die, and then you need a number 3 on top. So that's your die cutting sandwich. So let's grab a piece of basic white paper because it has good ink absorption. And the dies, there they are. I was like, where? Okay, dies, face down, because you're cutting into the paper. And one of those. And then while you're there, let's go ahead and make that other little one we need. We need this one for the sticky note holder. This is going to be for the word hi. That's from the Stylish Shapes Dies. So let's get everything we need. And you put the lid on there. You can put it on different ways. Like this is the number 3, but you could put it like backwards. It doesn't matter. I kind of alternate it because I don't like the plates to get warped. So I kind of alternate how I put them in there. And then you roll it through, and you hear this little cracking noise. And if you don't have one of these machines, the best way to get it is through a starter kit. So you can get $175 right now for only $99. $175 worth of products. This machine is $125. So you could get this machine and $50 worth of other stuff. You could get the bunny thing. You could get the bunny punch. The bunny bundle, I mean. Okay, if we need to make more, if we mess up, we'll make more. But for now, let's just try to go with these. Let's just think positively that we won't mess it up. All right, so now let's put this here, and we want to put the little silicone mat there when we stamp. So we're going to stamp the black part first. Memento black. So what we need is a bunny. I already have the bunny mounted onto the stamping block, right? So you're going to stamp the bunny onto your paper just to make sure. I got to move all this stuff forward so you can see it better. All right, there we go. Don't want to take away from your measurements. So what I did is, just so you can see this better, is I always stamp onto like my mat first, okay? And then you stamp onto your whatever you're doing. That way you make sure you have good ink coverage. And then hold it for a few seconds. I probably didn't center it. I should have taken the little thing off the front, but okay, it's centered enough for me. All right, so that's good. Now it came out nice. Oh, okay, now we can blend it. But let's go ahead and do our other things that we need while black is here, like while the black ink is here. While I'm using it. So we're going to take that stamp off. We want to do this one. You're a friend like no other. Okay, so let's try You're a friend like no other. Usually I blend the sides first, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp first, just because I want to do everything with the black ink while I have it out, okay? You're a friend like no other. That's good. It's going to come out perfect. Look at that. And then we need the one for the sticky note that says hi. And I did that in Night of Navy before, but we'll go ahead and do it in black because I have the black ink out. One less ink to get. So we're getting the hi from the Easter Bunny set. There's so many sentiments in here. Just amazing. We need a little tiny stamping block. Oh, we don't need that one, that tiny. We'll use this one, okay? Hi. You can use a really tiny stamping block, but I'll just use that one. And you're going to go like that. And you're going to get all these dies. I'm going to cut them all out for you in the kit. That's why I said the kit's a labor of love. You have no idea the value of the labor of what goes into a kit. That's why I don't do a card club, just so you know. People have asked me, are you going to do a card club? No, I can't do a card club because that if it got to be like very big, I have no help to do a card club, and I would just be spending all my time making kits for clubs. So I just do a kit once a month, and I don't do that many of them. I just do it as a special thing. All right, so I'm just figuring I'm going to go put that together while I'm there, but maybe not, maybe not. All right, let's go ahead and, okay, back to this. Inking, inking, inking. Let's look around. We need the granny apple green. Oh, we need to do masking. Okay, next technique. Well, we could just finish that one and then we could do the masking. So let's get petal pink. Let me find a tiny stamping block. This will work. So we need to take a petal pink, right? We're going to flip this open, this petal pink ink. And there's not that much ink on here because it's kind of dry. I should have got a re-inker. I was just shopping. Forgot my re-inker because I know I have it coming. Okay, now tap, tap, tap onto there. Okay, that's good. And then tap. Oh yeah, that came out nice. Okay, you're tapping onto your thing so you get the first blob of ink off. And then you're going to just ink the edges. Ooh la la, that came out nice. Okay, so that's good. Now this craft is done. We're just going to put a little bit of adhesive on it, and it's done. Looking for the, what is it called? The tear and tape. Either the tear and tape or the, oh, there it is. It was on the floor. This is what I was looking for, this little Seal Plus. Just put a little line of Seal Plus there, or dimensional, and just put that right onto your craft, right down the bottom. Because you got to put something there. And if you don't want to put it right there, the other option is you can open up and stamp onto the first page. I do that a lot. Here, you could do that. You could do Your Friend Like No Other. Let's go ahead and do that. And if it messes up, it doesn't matter. You just take the sheet of paper off, right? And do the next sheet of paper. Okay, so that's always nice to put inside your sticky note holder. Hi, you're a friend like no other. And that craft is done. All right, now we've done the little inking with the hi. These are our two bunnies. Okay, we have those done. We've done our sticky notes. Now let's start working on that one. We're gonna, while we have the petal, we can keep the petal pink out and work on that. Then we're gonna do some masking. So we need a little bit more ink on here. So go ahead and ink around your edges. You saw I did my little blob. I touched the blob on the sides. Okay, see how I get that first ink blob? You're gonna go around like that. You're just giving the sides some dimension, because if you put this on the back of the card, it looks kind of bland if it's all white. So that's why I just put a little bit of ink around the edges. Now you don't need to ink the bottom because we're putting grass there. All right, that's good. Now, closing the petal pink. We're all done with the petal pink. We are going to close the black. Unless we want to, here, maybe we want to do that one. Did we do that one? Maybe we'll do that. Like, before I close the black, I think I really like that on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of these while I'm here. Just so I don't forget, right? We'll just go ahead and do one of these. Yeah, now that one's done too. I like that better than not having it on there. All right, sticky notes. Now we can get rid of the black. Now we need we need the granny apple green, because we're going to ink around this one. So you're going to open this up. This is all called blending, is all we're doing. Put a little ink on your stamping block. This is just my technique. You may have seen other demonstrators just tap right into the ink pad, and I cringe when I see that, because I'm like, what if a blob of ink gets on your stuff, you know? And I'm just doing that one like a little two-tone like that. Okay, so that's the only one I need. Now, leave that green out because we're going to stamp the grass with the green. So leave the green open, and here's our grass. But we need to do a mask. Now, in your kit, you get masking paper. Yes, you do. Isn't that cool? You get a sheet of masking paper. Now, I've already made a mask that fits this exactly. Let's just try to find the mask, because I don't want to have to remake another mask. But although it is a good technique to learn. We get rid of some things. Okay, let's see. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere, and my mask is gone. So it's okay. We'll just make another mask. Good practice, and I have lots of masking paper. Okay, what is masking paper, you ask? Masking paper is sticky paper. It's like having a giant sticky note. This is a giant piece of sticky. There's so many things you can do with it, but the first thing you got to do to make a mask is stamp. I have to do this again because I did it earlier, but now I'm going to do it again. You're going to stamp your stamp of whatever you're going to cut out onto your paper. Okay, so we're just going to grab the bunny. Okay, I'm just going to use my Mental Black ink again. Okay, go ahead and stamp it right on there. Boom. All right. Now this time you're going to get your, it's okay, because we're just, and now you're going to take your, see it's double-sided. See how there's like a line, like a line, you can peel it off? I hope I did it on the right side. Oh man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, well, I guess it does matter. I need to peel it off on the opposite side or the bunny won't be, unless the bunny was symmetrical. If the bunny was symmetrical, it wouldn't have mattered. So there. It matters because you don't, if the bunny's it's asymmetrical. So you need to make sure that the part you're peeling off, right, is on the back. So it's actually a good thing I showed you this. It's a good thing I lost my mask and we're doing it again. So you want to cut around your bunny really tight. This is like, it would be like if you're using a ScanNCut to make a mask, which you can, I do that too. You would want to do no outline distance when you do this. This is like 0 outline distance. This isn't like the cute when you do it for the die. We're making a sticker here. Actually, I don't need to worry about the head. So just kind of don't worry about the head. Maybe later we might need to worry about the head. I'm only worried about down here because of the grass. I hope that makes sense. I'm only masking off the bottom of the little bunny. But you're saving the sticker because the masking paper is reusable. And in each of my kits, I give you a sheet because, you always kind of need this stuff. I know it's reusable, but you can't use it that many times before it loses its sticky. Okay, so this is what happens now. You're going to take this little guy and you're going to take the sticker. This is a sticker and you're going to peel it off and you're going to be able to use it again. So you're going to save the back because you're going to put it back on. Sometimes I just put it on a piece of plastic. So you're going to put that right on top of your other bunny, like so. Okay, so now we can make the grass from the card without getting the grass on top of the bunny. See, like that. Now we're going to make 2 kinds of grass. We're going to use the carrot. We're going to get rid of the carrot for a second. Let's just start with the big grass. The carrot I'm going to use to fill in the grass. We're going to use Granny Apple Green. Why? Because it's a coordinating color in the card we're making. And we already have the Granny Apple Green open. So let's go ahead and make some grass. So go ahead down. First, test the grass. Test it, meaning test it on your mat. And then just start stamping right over the top of the bunny. Don't worry that it gets all over the top of the bunny because you have protected your bunny with the mask. So you don't need to worry about stamping right over the top of it. Okay, good. And then we're going to fill it in. So let's go ahead and take this off and fill it in with this carrot. So you're probably like, what do you mean carrot if you just got here? You're like, what is she talking about? My team member today said, use this for grass, this carrot from Thanks a Bunch, from Celebration. Well, I hadn't even opened my stamp set. Look, to prove it, I had not opened my stamp set yet. I hadn't even, I wasn't really feeling it, right? But then when she said make grass out of your carrot, now we're talking. Plus, I was going to use it a little bit with the bunny this month. I thought I like some of the sentiments. It looks like spring. So we'll use Thanks a Bunch, some sentiments here and there. But then this one, I thought, that's a game changer. We need this carrot. We need the grass. Now, so what I'm doing is just kind of tapping to make sure, and then I'm just going to sort of fill in, stamp on, stamp off, right? I'm just kind of doing a couple lines. Just stamp on. I'm just kind of making some of it light and some of it dark. We'll do a dark one right over the top of the bunny because it has a mask. All right. And then a little bit of, just kind of, it's filling in. It's what it's doing. Now you're going to get while you're here, I'm just going to grab the blend. This is called the Light Granny Apple Green Blend, and I'm just going to sort of do that to the little bit of blades. Just a little bit of light blending over the top. Okay, on the sides. Ready for the magic? And if you want, you can do this to the bottom, but you already got the texture that you need. You can take the Granny Apple Green and make the whole ground. Now watch for the magic. Okay, let me, first of all, close the ink, because I always get, let me just see what I do. Every time I do this kind of thing, I just get it, okay. I'm gonna clean off my hands. And the magic of the mask. And this paper, again, is reusable, so don't throw it away. Is that cool or what? Bunny is sitting in the grass, hanging out. And now you got a really cool scene going on. And now let's color him some more. We're going to use some blends now. So let's use the light fresh freesia, and I used some pale papaya because I was going for like the light color bunny. Now it hasn't really finished setting in yet. It's a little harsh. I might do a couple more blends of like the light fresh freesia before I'm done here. But blends, they change color over time. They start out pretty dark. So I had just finished the card. So what I'm going to do is take the dark fresh freesia. I'm trying to make a purple bunny because it goes with the card I'm creating. And just kind of I'll just do something like that. The dark, I always start with the dark around the outside. I made the feet light and the belly light. I did this to the hands a little bit. Something like that. I think I did that to the face and there. It does look sloppy. It'll get better. Okay, and there. Okay. So now I'm done with the dark. Well, no, you could do this with the feet though. We'll blend. We can do something like that with the feet. But we're gonna do pale papaya last. And it's kind of like a better substitute than petal pink. Petal pink didn't blend. Well, I don't know. Not really saying it didn't blend, but petal pink is a little bit lighter. So I thought, even though like pale papaya, I just thought petal pink and pale papaya look a lot alike. I'm just gonna do this a little more this time. I didn't do as much of this last time. I used more orange. All right, just kind of like that. Okay. I'm just looking at my other one. Okay, and then now we'll get the pale papaya. So that was the light fresh freesia, by the way. Now we're gonna get the pale papaya and just sort of blend it in. And like I said, it looks kind of harsh and funky right now. But as you do it some more, then it like blends in better, the two colors. And I probably should have used dark pale papaya, not light pale papaya. But you know, we live and learn. Let's see what we can do to this guy to see if he can blend it a little more. See, the more you go over it, right, the more the colors blend together. You can actually see them like oozing together. Memento Black is good to use with the blends because it doesn't smear all over the place when you do all this shenanigans. All right, that's cool. That one's cool. It's still working. This one's still, I don't know, I like this one better, the new one, but it's still not done yet. It has to sort of, these are alcohol markers, so you're sort of pulling in the colors from the outside. I'm kind of leaving the middle light on purpose. I kind of got this idea. I saw like how they used So Saffron. I think it was So Saffron in the catalog, in the bunny, one of the bunnies, like to make a really pale belly. So I thought I would try pale papaya instead, because it's kind of like an orangey color. All right, good enough for now. Like I said, we can keep working on it. Then we're going to get the dark balmy blue, only because I'm not bitter, but my niece dried out my marker, my light balmy blue. I would have probably used light balmy blue for the eyes. But I did order more balmy blue marker, Stampin' blends, because I don't want to discourage children from crafting. It's very important that, like, you don't get mad at things when kids do things, because you need to encourage creativity. It's like the most important thing in life, I think. Like the most important thing to success in business and life is creativity. You have to come up with new ideas constantly. And so let it flow. Let the ideas flow. And she was just having fun at my table. So now what I'm looking for right now is this little pale papaya. I mean, no, not pale papaya, fresh freesia. A little bit of ribbons. Here we go. So, for example, I'm going to just take a little bit of ribbon here, little piece, and we're going to be putting that behind this little guy. So we're ready to put the card together, and we need like the pieces. So I'll write this down for you. But this is not the back of the card. The back of the card is going to be done in here. Let's get rid of all these blends. Make some room. The back of the card is going to be done in balmy blue. So this front of the card, or this little piece here, it's a panel. I call this one of my designer series paper cards. So we'll put that over there this time, because I want to just make it a little different than that one. And that one's too close to that, so we're just gonna kind of, and if we're doing a polka dot there, we could do a polka dot there. So I'm just kind of laying out the design right now. This one would be cute with the balmy blue. I'm just seeing if I have, oh, that would be cute. All right, there we go. So. I don't know, okay? You have to try it. You have to try different things with your circle. You have to put the circle there to see how it goes. Yeah, I'm liking that order. So you just lay out your papers, and I'll write down the measurements for you. Like I said, this isn't, I didn't want to focus on the card right now. I wanted to focus on, like, different times I do tutorials. Like today I was focusing on the sticky note and the blending and the masking technique. I wasn't focused on the card making itself, right? So next time we'll do the card, when we make a card, we'll do the card from scratch. So in this series, you're going to get to see me make the card from scratch. This time I already have the pieces cut. But I will give you the measurements either way. So sort of lay them out. I work from the outside in, you know, just so they're even, the pieces. And I always use glue when I attach my designer series paper to cards because it lets it, it's like gives it a little bit of wiggle room. You know, you can tilt it and go, oh, it's not even. So the Dandy Designs, it's one of the colors in the Dandy Designs, this free celebration paper, is fresh freesia. So that's why I'm using the fresh freesia ribbon. That's why I'm using the fresh freesia blends on the bunny. So I have a reason for doing everything I'm doing. I'm working on color coordination. The eyes are balmy blue because the back of the card's balmy blue and this little piece of balmy blue and some of this paper, right? Everything coordinates. The granny apple green, you can see how that's getting pulled in from the grass color. This is all coordination. You use your colors over again so that they blend in. All righty, let's see what we did here. Looking for. Right now I'm just looking for that balmy blue. Because I made it, when I made 2 cards. Okay, so here it is. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting this onto there, and I will go ahead and use tear and tape. So you see how that just came to life? Did you notice that? Here, let me do that again. We did the pieces. We do our card making in stages. We did this, we get our panels together, but now we need contrast, right? We need something to contrast. Look, it goes like this. You put that on the blue, now look at the contrast. Look at how much that came to life with that extra layer. So layer up your cards as much as possible, and especially when you have this really cool paper, because you have so many opportunities to layer up your cards, you know, with all these different colors of paper. I didn't even need to use fresh freesia cardstock behind here. I could have used fresh freesia, like one of the pieces of paper that had fresh freesia in it. Like I did last week for the Seaside Bay workshop series. You saw me layering up. We did 3 layers of designer series paper for that. All right. Yes, Yvonne, you're right. The paper is perfect for Easter. Magnetic something will hold my flexible magnetic tool holder. What's a flexible magnetic tool holder? Okay, I'm going to go look. Rather than a bowl, you're saying? I have like those magnetic sheets from Art Box or something. I like those magnetic sheets, but I know that's probably not what you're talking about, flexible magnetic holder. I have those, but they're so bulky to carry around, especially when I just use a few at a time. And then I have to carry the whole case around. And then every time I ship the case, it gets all cracked. But it was cool, you know, it's cool while it lasted. That was one of my dye methods for a while there. All right, so that's there. And then we're going to put this. So just kind of lay everything out. Now let's see. Do we want to do it the same way or the different way? So I might do, yeah, I think I'm going to do it the same way. I like the bunny being on the right. I like the sentiment being on the left. So I'm going to do it the same way because I could have done something like this. I mean, it's all up to you how you want to do it. You could have put the little thing over here. But I think I want to go with this because I think there's a little bit of space there. So I could cover that a little bit. Like it's a little bit more, like there's a little bit more white space on that side. So I think I'm going to go with the same design as this one. And don't worry, I know I'm going to write down those measurements for you. Seal plus, looking for the seal plus. So for the ribbon, you want to do something like this. Do your ribbon first. fold it like this, lay it there, lay it there. You need another little piece of adhesive, something like that, right? Now we can cut. I'm just going to lower it down. Okay, now we can cut the edges. Well, it probably doesn't really need to be cut. Maybe the one side. Maybe I can make it smaller. Well, when you do that, you actually need to kind of give it a little bit of this kind of paper, not paper, this kind of ribbon. It needs to be a little bit tight when you do that. So I'm going to go ahead and lift it up a little. It's kind of hard to cut if it's not a little bit tight. I usually cut 2 pieces of this ribbon at once. Okay, something like that. Okay, now we're going to put this, that I'll put on with the dimensional. Okay, we're going to put the little bunny, and the bunny I'm just going to put on with some adhesive. And don't worry that the dies, they run through. This is basic white paper, but I'm using the thin basic white, not the thick basic white, the regular basic white. So it runs through. If you use thick basic white, it doesn't run through as much, but it still runs through. It still bleeds because it's an alcohol marker on with, you know, another type of paper. So now we're going to put dimensionals behind there. I just put a couple there so it's not lopsided. And put it right there. And then you can add some bling. I didn't add bling yet because I'm not sure which bling I'm putting in the kit. And I don't know which bling, so I don't want to put like the bling on there that you're like, but we don't have that exact bling in the kit. All right, let's write down some measurements for you before I say hi. So let's move that out of the way. Or I'll put the bunny there so you can see that. Those were the measurements for the sticky note holder. Now over here to the left, I'm going to put the measurements for the card. Just kind of starting out with the card layer, or the card, not layer, the card base, okay? The card base is going that way would be 8.5. Oh, sorry, I got to do the half. Right by, I'm sorry, that was 8.5 this way. Right? So let's just share, right? 8.5 times 5 and 1/2. Okay? So like it's a typical card. I mean, it's 8.5 by 11 paper and you make 2 out of it. So it's like, that's the card. Now you're going to take, the next layer is going to be cardstock, and that is going to be 5 1/4. Let's just call it what it is here, so you know what it is. It's fresh freesia. Like that. You just, so the fresh freesia, I'm talking about this layer here. Whoops, my mask is sticking. This layer of fresh freesia is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. That's this piece back there, the cardstock layer, by 4. And then the DSP, okay, now the DSP, I'm just going to kind of draw them like this. You need 4 of them. They're all the same size, but my rectangles are not the same size, but you get the, they're going to be the ones that go inside this thing, right? So they need to be a quarter smaller, a 1/4 inch smaller than the 4 inch part. See how they're a 1/4 inch smaller? They are 3 3/4 inch times 1 1/8 inch each. Okay, so that's how you make this card. And then we use the dies and all that jazz. We use the dies. Let me say hello before I tell you what's in the, before I give you some surprises of what's in the kit. Okay. Harbor Freight, yeah. Obviously, I need a larger bowl. Yeah, yeah. Yvonne's like, you need a larger bowl. You think? Definitely need a larger. I definitely need a larger magnetic bowl. Okay. Hi, Gloria and Kathy and Yvonne and Maija from Australia and Sheila and Marilyn from Alabama and Phyllis Banks. Thank you for coming so late tonight. Hi, Jan, and doing a late night crafting with me. And Rose. Glad you caught me live. That's awesome. Hello, Eileen. Stampin' in Dixie. All right. Hello. And Shaz. Hope I said that right. And Rose. Yep. She has me on the big screen. And Donna. And the Oval. Okay. Oval. Thank you, CRS 949. The Oval is from All That Dies. All that. No. He's All That. Okay. So we told you about these dies earlier if you missed it. This little guy is from He's All That. And I'm going to include it in your kit. I'm going to give you couple of these guys, and then you're going to get, I think, 1 or 2 of these. I don't remember exactly how many of each, but we'll probably do different shapes for the different designs. And then we use the stylish shape dies. All right, back to saying hello. All right, flexible. Oh, you even told me the name of the company, Flodisol Flexible Magnetic Holder. Okay, I'll try it out. I'll review it, and I'll let you guys know what I think. As long as it's not too expensive. Hi, Betty. Got some of my team here. Awesome. Hello, Melissa from Texas. Yeah, Yvonne's loving that too. And hello, Pat. Anything bunny. Cute, cute, cute. Thank you, Rose, for the yes, sign up for the kit. Okay, good. Melissa, so if you want to sign up for the kit, I put the link in the description of this video until February 5th, because after that, I just have to stop because I'm going to be making the kits before, like, you know, or ordering whatever else I need. The first people will get the kit soon, and then the rest of the people who order late, we're going to get the kit a little bit later in the month, but I am making them now. I'm already starting to make the kit. So let me show you kind of, I don't have the kits made, but kind of give you an idea, right? So, as promised, I grabbed some cardstock. You always get in my kits, just so you know, every time you get one of my kits, they're $49 in the US, and that includes shipping. So the kit's $40 and the shipping is $9. So the kit is $40, and you always get at least 7 pieces of cardstock. So you're going to definitely get Balmy Blue. We just used it tonight. Now, the reason I have these different colors is because they coordinate with, I'm not sure which of all these colors you're getting. I'm just showing you some of the possible colors. This one coordinates with another paper that we have. It's Fresh Freesia, right? So all the different kinds of paper are going to coordinate with these colors. So that's 3. This is Soft Succulent, and then Poppy Parade, Petal Pink, Parakeet Party. This is way more than 7. I'm just showing you. I think that might be 7 there. Y'all probably include these 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to get 1 sheet of each cardstock, okay? Then I'm going to include like maybe some swatches of these so we could still cut some bunnies out of some other coordinating colors, like Pool Party, Crushed Curry, Polished Pink, and Granny Apple Green. Then we have some extra things to cut bunnies out of, maybe some of the swatches. All right, then I haven't got very far yet, but I'm doing, definitely you're going to get the 12 sheets of Flowers and More host-only designer series paper. I think I have one that's open that I didn't seal. Let's see. Nope, I probably sealed them all, but let's see if I have any paper like that I could show you. I don't want to unseal those bags, but this is what the paper looks like. It's pretty cool. It's host-only paper. See how we have a lot of the same colors again? You got your Balmy Blue and your Granny Apple Green, and you got your Parakeet Party. So this is going to be great for Easter cards. Great for our projects. Okay, so I thought I had to include this because of all the flowers, right? So you're going to get 6 by 6 sheets, 12 of those. Look at these cute flowers everywhere. Okay, now then you're going to get, you already saw this, you're going to get Dandy Designs, Designer Series paper, adhesive sheets. Oh, look, I got a hitchhiker. A pearl just jumped on there. And adhesive sheet and some supple shimmer. If you don't already have like tons of this, you have to get it. It's like awesome. It's awesome. It's in clearance right now. All right. I'm going to cut bunnies out of that, punch bunnies out of that. I mean, how great is that? Adhesive sheets for die cutting and for just having adhesive sheets. And, of course, the Dandy Designs. Did I show you all the Dandy Designs? I'm not sure if I did already. I mean, from tonight, we just used scraps of them, but you're going to get definitely 12 of them so you have lots of possibilities. And it's enough to make your projects, okay? Then you're going to get, I didn't get this far, I didn't cut this yet, but you're going to get this one. This is another host paper. And let me just kind of flip through this and show you. So it's like, see, this is called Daydream, Design a Daydream. Something like that. Afternoon Daydream, Design a Daydream. Anyway, it's really cute. And it has like lots of spring possibilities. The little bikes. And it has Old Olive in it, too. It has like a different kind of green. So this has a different color palette, but some of the colors are the same. That's why I was going to cut up the other pack I told you, like give you a little piece of Pool Party. Now, when I die cut, I give you all white shapes because then you can color them different colors. But when I give you the cardstock, I give you the actual Stampin' Up! Cardstock because that's design, whatever, something Daydream. Then you're going to get 6 sheets. I might do 12, but I think in 6 of this because I need to get some more. I'll put it in next month's kit, too. How about that? I'll put it in the next month is Playing in the Rain. So I'll probably put 6 sheets in this kit because I have so many specialty papers in this kit. So you see, this is awesome. What is this called? Let me see. What is this called? If it's on clearance right now, you guys have to get this. This is like amazing, Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. Thank you, Design a Daydream. Hello, Nola. You came out of the woodwork. Design a Daydream. Okay. I used this last year for some nautical things because of the Petal Pink. It made really great background for the final background. There's that Poppy Parade, the Poppy Parade colors in there. I just thought this was great for Easter cards. So definitely including some. And then I'll order some more. and I'll include it in next month's kit too. She'll get like 6 sheets this time, and I'll put it in with some specialty papers, like some extra little swatches of vellum or some shimmer paper or something like that. So then you always get Stampin' dimensionals. You get like a little pack of Stampin' dimensionals. You get little packs of ribbons, some little packs of embellishments. You'll get some candy. But here's what's awesome if you stuck around. This is what my mom's been working on like a month now. You are going to get a homemade Easter basket, lined and everything. It has a lining so it stands up, and you're going to be able to put all your little treats you make from this workshop into your little Easter. It's called a mini tote made of fabric, and there's different little tops for them. So she made all these to donate to the cause and for the Easter. So she made all these cute little totes. So that's why I say my kits are epic, and I will do a video like when I get the whole kit kind of packaged together. I know, aren't they basket? I mean, aren't they adorable? So like the whole kit value is like amazeballs, amazing. So because you get like I said, it's 40 and then 49 because of the shipping. Yeah, it is a lot of materials for 40. And get it while you can, because I'm not going to keep it open after February 5th, except for like maybe the morning before I turn it off the next morning, like the 6th. But I'm saying for the most part, it's the 5th. I'm even including like a little pack of sticky notes so you could do that, a little piece of Velcro so you could do this project, a little box. So for example, where's the little basket? I'm talking to myself right now, but there was like, we just did the Seaside Bay. Here we go. All right. So if you missed the Seaside Bay, I'm not going through all this right now, but I just want to show you like something about the Seaside Bay. We just finished. I don't know ahead of time all the projects we're going to make, because I just don't know, because it's whatever the muse strikes, right? So it's like, we are going to definitely do maybe these again, if not the diaper fold. So we'll do like it with the Easter theme. So what I'm saying is I'm giving you things to put in these. So that's what's awesome. You're going to get a little mini chocolate to put in, a little tea, some crackers. It's just like amazing, all the stuff. So when you're done, something my sister sent me from Germany, which you're still going to have surprises after all this. Even though I showed you a lot, you're still going to be surprised, because you're going to be like, wow. And she die cut shapes for us. And she put stuff we can put in our boxes. Yes, so if I teach you how to make, like last time we made the large sticky notes. So we won't be making the large ones for this one. Well, we might, but I'm not going to give you the large pack of sticky notes. I'm giving you a small pack of sticky note. We still might make this, but I might tell you to go out to the store and get some things. You still got to get some things. But what I'm saying is I gave you one of these boxes in your kit. These are called little treat boxes. But instead of watercoloring them this time, we're just going to probably decorate them with paper and bunnies for Easter. We might not watercolor them like we did this last time, but you'll have that. Now this paper, just so you know, this is the designer series paper card like the one we made tonight, but it had 3 panels, and today's we made 4 with 4 panels. So you could see that when I teach in these workshops, everything relates. Unfortunately, I need to send one of those tomorrow. But yeah, this all relates. You know, all the designs. So like everything you do in the different workshops of mine. 3D, we don't repeat the same projects, but it relates. So I hope you enjoyed this. And again, like the link to sign up for the workshop kit is in the description of this video. And I send it out in my newsletter. If you don't get my newsletter, go to, let's just end here. We're ending now. It's getting late. Go to this website and this isn't where you sign up for the kit. I don't put the kits on here because this is a hard website to update. It's kind of like a nightmare to update, actually. So I only just kind of leave what Stampin' Up! Puts at the store. But there is a form there, and you can sign up for my newsletter here. But I don't list my events here. I just don't. I list them on my newsletter, because my newsletter is like a timely thing that I send out twice a month and I put like Udemy coupons in there and different things. So that's where, on there you can sign up for the newsletter, and then you will get, when you do that, you're going to get like notified of my different events. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. This is the Papered Chef. And yeah, you can get extras if you want. Like if you want extra totes, just let me know. Well, my mom does sell the totes separately, but we don't want to have you pay extra shipping. So if you're already getting the kit and you want extra totes, she made a lot of totes for Easter, you know, for my nieces and nephews, her grandchildren. So I can put lots of extra totes. If you want Valentine's totes and you get your kit soon, we can put Valentine totes in your kit. And if you want to order a mystery apron, you can add that to your kit. Mystery craft surprise, just let me know. I have lots of extra add-ons. All right, that's all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Have a great day.